Welcome back, everybody. It is June the 28th. This is our 23rd episode. I just looked at that and I cannot believe that. I feel like it's been so long but so short at the same time. Before we get into this week's episode, Liz has a message.
As always, are you looking for a place to build a cabin and enjoy country living? Then Phillips Real Estate has just the property for you. River's Edge is 40 acres with over a third of a mile of frontage on a 40-foot wide creek that would be perfect to stock trout in. It's mostly wooded with abundant wildlife and a level cleared area alongside the creek. Build the cabin of your dreams and walk or ride the trails through the property. Located in Carroll County near the Floyd County line, it's convenient to Floyd, Hillsville, Radford, Christiansburg, and Blacksburg. Go to newrivervalleyllandsales.com to see pictures of this country getaway and call Dave at 540-346-4552 to schedule a showing. That's newrivervalleyllandsales.com to see pictures of this property and more. Property is owner/broker. Owner/broker. I don't know what that means, but thanks, Dave.
Not a real estate agent.
Not, unfortunately, but oh well.
I watched Selling Sunsets, though.
I love Selling Sunsets.
I met Chriselle.
Yeah, you did meet Cassell.
Had no idea who she was until after, though.
You need to watch. Have you actually watched Selling Sunset or no?
I watched like 2 episodes.
Okay, so nah. Season what? There's like 6 seasons, which is crazy. But anyways, okay, let's get into our recap. So we kind of want to just pick up where we left off last time, because in the hour or however long we talked for, we only covered like a third of our trip, I think. So we can just pick it up from there. Hi, Winnie. Winnie's here, as always. Oh, we're back together for the first time since however long you've been gone, 6 weeks.
I think if we did maybe potentially 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
She's missing out.
Winnie's joined us on the couch for people that aren't watching. But yeah, we did like, I think only 2. We only did like every other week, but we only have so much to talk about, and we're kind of busy now, so.
I mean, we're back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
The swing of things, meaning the pre-season swing of things, which is not nearly as intense as the season swing of things, but
yeah,
doesn't mean we're not doing nothing.
We'll get on to that later. Let's pick up. So I think we left before we went to Cairns, which is like you should talk about this stuff. I don't know what you do.
Yeah, it was before we went to Cairns. I think we finished on Mom's 50th, and you were like, I've never seen that many 50-year-olds dance. It was hilarious.
Yeah, we recapped a few days after that, but then that's the most stuck memory from the trip.
Was it the very next day we left?
No, that was Saturday. We left on Thursday. We had way more time.
Oh,
we went to Sovereign Hill. We did Melbourne again. We saw netball, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, so we went to a few more sporting games and all that, and then we popped off to Cairns, which is, like, how long was it? Like a 3-hour flight? 2.5? 2.5? It
felt really short because it was, like...
Morning.
It was early.
Early morning.
Yeah.
And then, so we flew up there, but we landed super early too, which was good. And then got the rental car as a big gal in my little rental car.
It was a nice rental car.
I was touching the accelerator. Ooh.
Yeah, we had to get used to it a bit, but...
It was good. It was fun. And then so we landed and we drove to the unit. Got everything unpacked. And then, what do we even do? We ate, right?
I think we went straight
to get acai bowl.
Getting acai.
Acai.
You say acai. Okay, acai. I don't know. Now I'm confused. But yeah, I was like so looking forward to having acai in Australia, and that was like the first one we had, which was like over a week after getting there, and it was their acai is very different to ours. It's not as sweet. It's like more pure fruit, I guess. Like probably just like the blended acai actually. But the one at the beach didn't compare to the one we had later, but we'll get there later.
Oh,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So we had acai bowl on the beach. I just wanted to mention like some of the food we had. We got like ice cream every single night while we were there. Was it gelato? No, it was ice cream.
No, it was ice cream.
But it had like really good texture. It was so smooth, delicious. What?
It is. It was really good.
And they had like fun flavors too. Like they have honeycomb everything. I think I already talked about that, but like what else? Like rum and raisin is really popular.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
A really popular flavor. What else?
There was a miso and honey.
Yeah, miso, like
a lot of that we always mix like salt and sweet. Like there's always like some kind of weird combination of like that and that. Like there's always like we always have like a Bailey's, a big Bailey's for some reason. Like alcohol flavoring, apparently. But yeah, a lot of like sweet and salty for sure.
That was delicious, yeah. Kayla also ordered, or we shared calamari a couple times. Like the calamari is like long strands. Like it almost is like chicken tenders, but in like a fish, like a long fish stick. I don't know.
Wait.
Like what?
Wait, you can continue.
No, I'm done.
Now I'm insecure about interrupting you.
No, thanks to the person that defended me in the comment section and saying that I stood up for myself being interrupted. But it's okay now because we're together. It's just hard when we're apart.
I'm just gonna wait for permission every time.
Oh my god, so you're so annoying like this. I can never critique anything. You take it way too far.
But I was gonna say, so we have calamari. Yes, there is long and thick one, which is what like they had up north. And I think overall, to me, our seafood's always bigger. Like our prawns are huge, but I think that's just to do with
their food is huge. Like I swear.
Ours?
Yes, the pastries are huge. The meats are huge. Yeah. Sandwiches are huge.
Sandwiches.
Yes, like toasties and everything. Like they're huge.
Do you mean huge in size or huge in popularity?
Huge in size.
Oh, really?
Yes. I told you this. Huge. No.
Anyways, it was when they left. I'm talking about calamari again. Okay. But we're at a Spanish tapas restaurant, and Gemma's like munching on this calamari. She's like, "This is divine." And then she was like, "Mom, you want the last one?" And Mom's like, "No, I'm not really a fan of this," and like pokes at it. Gemma picks it up. It's a full octopus, baby octopus, but she picks it up upside down. She's like, "What? The legs?" And Mom takes it out of her hands and flips it around the other side, and you can just like, it's just a deep fried octopus body. And Gemma her face went white. She couldn't believe that she was just popping baby octopus like it was like popcorn chicken. But calamari, yes, those heaps of calamari.
Yeah, I prefer chicken, but we also had our first bacon and egg roll, which is like huge over there, right? And that was delicious. And they put like barbecue sauce on it. They put barbecue sauce on a lot, I feel.
Our barbecue sauces, and I was like you guys have barbecue sauce. Like you guys barbecue and there's a sauce to go with it. We have barbecue sauce, which is just like onion, like it's not as smoky.
I mean, we have like a ton of different barbecue sauces, so it's hard to like pinpoint. It tastes like we have barbecue sauce like that. Like it's not like I don't know. I just don't feel like people would put barbecue sauce in their like breakfast sandwich as much. But it was good. Like we had it and it was delicious. And they put like onions on it and that was scrumptious. And then we also we went snorkeling. We put up a video of that so you can see. But like on the ship for lunch, they served curry, which like would never happen in America either. Just because I feel like people would be like too picky, like it's not as common, I guess, but it's so good and I love it. I'm so glad they did that.
Yeah, it was a Japanese curry, and it only had like potatoes, carrots, and beef. Like there's not much to it at all, but it's like so good. My dad used to make it all the time.
So like hearty and like warm. We were freezing on that ship because it was like raining a lot and stuff, and that was just so comforting. And they had tea too. I think we had like 6 cups of tea.
Tea and coffee.
Fruit
cake, all that.
So good. So in general, the food was really good when we were in Cairns, and we got frozen yogurt when we were there too. Yeah, that was scrumptious. Oh, and we got grilled, which is like a burger place, which is so expensive, but it's so delicious.
And it's like fast food. Like you go up and you order, and within like 10 minutes, I would give it most. It came out, but it's not fast. Like you eat it, and you're like, yes, this was physically fast, but it's not like a fast food aspect.
I feel like it's the Australian version of Five Guys. Like as far as like it takes a little bit longer, like the burgers, like I don't know, there's more thought put into it, but it's like different. Obviously the options are different and they have like a lot of different things because we have like hot dogs, you have like chicken and stuff, like that's just more Australian, but it's like I don't know, kind of like how Five Guys is to our fast food, that's like how grilled is to your fast food.
Yeah, but it's advertised like a healthy burger place. So like there's obviously a lot of like there's like lamb burgers, chicken burgers, beef obviously, but then there's like they call it healthy fried chicken, which is like to me, it was just like air fried chicken. Like there was no fry layer. It was just like.
This is something I realized too. I think Australia's marketing is like way less regulated because like they call things like healthy like that. Like I feel like my thing was drenched in mayo and I had French fries and like.
No, but they're talking about the chicken itself. Like it's a healthier alternative to deep frying it.
No, but the grilled itself is called like healthy burgers.
It's healthy on what you make it out to be.
Exactly, but like you can fatten yourself up there, which is scrumptious. It's delicious. That was like one of my favorite places in Australia. I loved it.
That was so good.
And while we were snorkeling, did we already talk about this, that we saw a shark? I don't think so. Mm. So, okay, I'll just tell the story. I've told this like a million times, so pardon me if you've heard it. But we were a little bit wussy. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Like, to start, like everyone else was like getting in the water, like seemingly they had done it before, and I was terrified to get in because we literally drove out to we drove out to. Are you really self-conscious about interrupting me?
No, I have. It's an important aspect to the story. So we're on the boat and we're talking about the reef, and that we're talking about like, you know, scared of animals and stuff like that. And Kayla's like, oh, maybe because like the reef's closer to the surface of the water, like animals won't go there because it's shallow. I was like, no, because the purpose of a reef is to feed, like, you know, fish, and then when there's small fish, there's bigger fish, and when there's bigger fish, there's bloody sharks. Like, it's just like a natural feeding system.
Yeah.
So I was like, we can try and make ourselves feel better, but it's just far from the truth.
Well, I needed to make myself feel better in order to get in because everyone else was diving in, whatever, and we were like sitting on the edge like for a long time, like just like poking our head underneath.
To be fair, they were also huge. Like, I think they were groupers. Do they call them groupers?
I would say grouper. I don't know. I don't know what grouper is, but it looks like what it sounds like.
It's not a groper. That is a bat. That's my accent.
I didn't even pick up on that.
It was a big fish. They were like chilling around the boat because they knew they were going to be fed.
Because the guy was like, this was like later, but he was like throwing shrimp out when we were trying to like get back on the boat. So there was a ton of huge fish and you had to like just close your eyes and swim on top. But yes, we were like poking our head underneath, like still sitting on the boat until finally we just like jumped off. Also, we decided to wear life vests, which nobody else did, but we thought it was normal.
For the first time.
For the first time, because we were scared. And then we finally get in. We get like 10 feet from the boat. I look down and legit the first animal I see besides those grouper is a shark on the bottom. Like it's like small and everything, but like all I can imagine is it like turning its head up and swimming up. Sorry, Winnie. Hey, baby. Swimming up at me. Okay. Well, now Winnie's on the couch. But biting my legs off, okay? I was imagining the shark biting my legs off. So then I looked up at Georgia and I was like, oh my God, what is that? Because I didn't want to scream like, there's a shark. Because I didn't want to scare people, but B, that's probably like normal. Like, is it not?
Yeah.
I'm sure people see sharks all the time.
Yeah.
And so me and like Georgia looks down.
I see it. She comes up and she's like, what is that? I'm like, what do you think it is? If you're asking it, you know what a bloody is. It's not bloody Nemo. Obviously, it's a shark.
It's a shark. So we swim back to the boat. And meanwhile, Kayla, because we were all scared, Kayla's back to like, what? Because she didn't see it and she didn't hear me. And then she eventually gets back, but then we tell her and she's like, well, thanks for leaving me, but I couldn't, like, I didn't know how to communicate and she was too far away. Regardless, we saw a shark. And then did we even get back in the water that time? A little bit,
yeah.
But we didn't go far.
I took my life jacket off.
Oh, yeah, we did. We went back. And then we went to 3 different spots. The second time, we just like tanned on the boat because it was like raining and everything. And well, then the sun came out, but it was too late, whatever. And the third time, we got so comfortable. We were swimming everywhere. We didn't have life vests because you actually float. It's probably the massive flippers. And it was just fun. Like, it was actually the best experience. That was my favorite thing that we did in Australia.
It was really fun. It's like also something you can now say that you've done.
Yeah.
Like, is that not a wonder of the world?
Probably. It should be. I don't know. It's huge. We drove out there forever, and then I just can't stop looking at Winnie. She's so cute. If you're not watching the video, you should. Yeah, so we went snorkeling, saw a shark. How much more Australian can it get?
It does.
Why?
It does get more Australian.
What, the Spacey Jane? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, well, then we went to a Spacey Jane concert the day after. We actually packed it in Cairns, which is like an Australian band.
Yeah. I used to love them in high school because I feel like also like growing up, like they were indie rock, like people in year 12 and stuff like that. We loved our indie artists. We loved going to festivals. Like that was just like, I don't know what we did. And then they didn't go away, but I just didn't listen to them when I came over to America, I think, whatever. But then randomly I like saw an ad and the tickets were going out, so I bought like 3 of them like way before we went to Cairns. But it was good because I had immense flashbacks, good memories.
Yeah, no, it was so fun, and I don't know, it was like a smaller venue and we got like right up front, so we could really, but it wasn't that bad really.
For you were on the side. I wanted to have a good video.
Okay, well, yeah. But it was really fun. I don't know. We got to like see their facial expressions and everything, and they sounded even better live, so that was really cool. And then the next day,
we went to the crocodile farm, which is like a staple in Cairns. Like if you go to Cairns, you don't go to the crocodile farm, something's wrong with you. Like first of all, it's very educational.
Yeah.
Like they give out like demonstrations and all that. It's like very cute. But you just like walk around. It's literally a crocodile farm. Like I don't know how many there were in there. There was a lot. But you just walk around. There's saltwater, freshwater. There
We
was
saw,
like 4 alligators in their American.
Yeah, there were alligators. What did we see? We saw them feed the crocs. We saw them I know she's shaking a little bit. I don't know. We saw them feed the crocodiles. We saw them do a death roll. We saw a snake talk. Like we really filled it in there too. And just got to walk around. We got to pet kangaroos and like wallabies and stuff. What else did we see? Oh, the koalas were so cute. Like we really got to see a lot of Australian wildlife. So that was
really
lovely.
Fun. And we got on a boat and we went around the lagoon. And you're like in the water with crocodiles.
Yeah, and they were like feeding them off the boat.
Yeah.
So that was
we went in the wintertime. We went in the wintertime and it was like, first of all, I didn't know that crocodile gender was based on the temperature.
Oh,
That's a fact for you. But they were trying to feed the crocodiles, but because it was so cold, like they kind of go into a mode where they're like not trying to hunt as much, so they're not as hungry. So it didn't matter how many dead chickens they dangled. Some of them just weren't ready to attack at all.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, I just zoned out a little bit. Did you just say they only have to eat like every 6 months? Yeah, they can have, well, depending on the time. That's snakes. Now I'm getting my Australian animals confused. But they only have to eat like once a month, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's crazy and scary. And we got to hear about the stories of like where all the crocodiles came from, like where they picked them up.
Like golf courses, like bridges.
Because they ended up there because they did something, right?
Like, so I think a big part of it is like as soon as maybe like someone survived or like they died, whatever, but sorry, not whatever. Whoops. But the point is like, is that the crocodile, once that crocodile starts seeing like humans or dogs or like outer land stuff is like something they can eat, like that's when they want to take them and put them in the farm.
Yeah.
Because like then that line has been crossed between like what their food is versus all of that. So like some of them, like they didn't even have any casualties. They just like maybe popped out of the water and tried to like grab someone out of their boat or something like that. But as soon as like they've crossed that line, like in their heads, they just want more and more and more. So that was interesting too.
No, we learned a lot. We're like spitting facts. But then, you know, we got back from Cairns and we had a few more days in Ballarat and Melbourne. So we made sure to go back. We went to another footy game, which was really fun. When we first arrived in Melbourne, I opened my car door and I see finally a massive spider, which was the first spider I saw, but it had been chilling inside of my car door. Like, and mind you, I'd been like laying like this, and the spider was right here, and it was huge.
It was massive.
I took a picture of it. I don't know what that means.
If you guys know what
huge spider, look it up. I don't know.
A huntsman.
The legs were long and there,
hairy.
All 8 of them. Yeah, it was disgusting.
Very hairy.
But at least I'm kind of glad I saw one. Like,
yeah,
it wouldn't have felt like the
it was very
experience.
Comical. Like I got out of the car and as soon as she did and she screamed, I knew exactly what it was.
I screamed so
And then
loud.
it was up to me to flick it off and kill it. So
it went back in the car a little bit,
and so I had to flick it out of the car, and then I went under the car.
Finally, but you know that's how we were greeted into Melbourne again. And then also in Melbourne, we went to this delicious self-serve acai place.
It was called Blitz Bar. It's like, so there's a lot of frozen yogurt at home too, but like you go and put your acai in the bowl and then you like can choose your toppings and then it's like based on the weight. But that was delicious. That was really good. And I'm so mad that we didn't go more.
I know, we only went once. Mm-hmm. Wow, in my head we went like 8 times. That's like the lasting impression it had on me. Because you could just like have a bowl of Nutella and scoop however much you want, a bowl of peanut butter, scoop however much you want. Like I filled up my bowl with acai. It was just scrumptious.
I think my bowl cost like $15.
Oh I think mine was actually $20. Like it was so expensive.
Australian, which is like what?
It's like
14,
yeah.
American.
But I would do it again in a heartbeat. Like I don't care. It was so good. I would kill to have that here. That's a great business idea. Does anyone want to partner and put a self-serve acai place? Please let me know. Or you can just do it yourself and I'll just benefit from eating it. I don't care. Mm-hmm. We also shopped a lot. I bought 3 pairs of shoes in Australia. I bought 1 in Cairns.
Yeah.
3 pairs in Australia. Don't regret a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You bought stuff too.
Yeah, I bought a jacket. And
jorts.
Here and there. Splurged a little, treated myself, but
as you should.
I just had to buy summer clothes because it was a winter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was hard shopping with the opposite season. Well, it wasn't hard. I did fine. But it was different. And then we also went to the grocery store before we came back and bought like a ton of chocolate just to tide me over for a while until George's grandparents send us a new huge thing. So crossing our fingers for that one. And then one of our last nights, we went and got pizza at the place George's brother works, right?
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it's weird to ask for, what do you guys call it? Napoli sauce?
Yeah.
Like marinara sauce. Like I like to get it on the side and dip my crust in that. But that was like, I think that was a very special thing they did for me. They weren't used to doing that.
Yeah, because she was really confused. She was like, you mean like that sauce?
Yeah.
It's got to be cold. And Liz was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
I love sauce. It was delicious. But yeah, now we're here.
Back on campus, and all the new people have arrived, which is good. So we got here and got to meet everyone and started working out. And yeah, I mean, it's what, day 2, day 3?
What's today? Day 3, yeah. I've been here for almost a week, but
yeah.
Everyone else like doing team things. It's been a couple days.
Yeah.
We have 3 transfers and then 5 freshmen, which is crazy, but
They're
all
quiet.
very quiet. Yeah, we're trying to like.
We were in the sauna today and we're trying to ask a bloody question. All I get is blank stares.
Crickets, absolute crickets. So we'll keep you guys updated. Maybe we'll have one of them on. Who knows if they'll
answer anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They're cute though.
No, they have
cute.
Yeah, they have great intentions and like they work hard and everything. They're
very humble, very cute.
Yeah, not that outspoken yet.
Yes, maybe they'll get comfortable. I don't know, but
we'll give it time.
It's just cute. Like relax a little, like tight, like what do you say, stress?
But I know I was exactly like that.
Oh yeah,
scared
tense.
Out of my mind for sure. Like just wanting to do everything right.
Yeah, tense.
So
for sure.
Yeah. They'll loosen up a little bit. I also finished my first grad school class, which is cool, and you just
finished my summer 1, starting summer 2 when? Like next week?
I think it's July 9th.
Oh wow, we have time
I know. I thought it was next week too, but then if that's wrong, it's Kayla and Liv's fault.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's for you because you have your masters.
No, it's the same. Summer 1 and summer 2 are the same.
Well, yeah. Last few courses before I graduate.
Yeah, because you're done in December?
I actually have no idea. I'm supposed to be, but last time I met with Laura, apparently I added a minor, so I'm not sure if I'm stretching out.
Oh, wow. Okay, well.
Honestly, the whole time I've been in college, I have no idea what I'm doing academically. I just go to class and I submit stuff and I pray for the best. Because I couldn't explain to you how, like, credits and classes and stuff. I couldn't, a pathway, I have no idea. I just go to Laura and she says, do this, and I do it.
Thank God for Laura.
Thank God for Laura, because I've spent 4 years here. By the time I leave, I still will have no idea how to explain it to you. And I don't care to learn either. I've gone this far without understanding. I can finish it out like this.
Going strong. Yeah, so that's what we've been up to. That's all with our Australia trip and everything. So we'll just get into our first segment. And that's Roommate Report Card, which is brought to you by 310 Rosemont. If you're looking for some awesome apparel at 15% off, go to Main Street, 310 Rosemont, mention Queens of Cassell, get a discount. And yeah, get some new clothes. It's really hot, so get some tank tops and shorts. Roommate Report Card, Georgia, what do you have for me?
I give Liz an A+ because when I came back, I've only been here for like 3 days, mind you. I was falling asleep 7:30 on the dot, like whatever, like very early. But she was cooking dinner both times that I've done that, so she kind of saved me because I fell asleep and then I woke up and I was like able to eat and then go to bed later. But because if it was up to me, I would have just fallen asleep and gone to bed and just gone without dinner. To be honest, to be fair,
we can't have that. We like to eat around here and eat and feed. And yeah, I've been in like a good cooking mindset mood. Like I've been enjoying it. I made vegan shepherd's pie when I was home. I made like a ricotta basil pasta when I was home. What did I make for you?
Pasta.
I made a pasta, but what else? Something else.
Burrito. Steak.
Oh yeah, you didn't really like that. I made steak burritos.
I ate it. It was just
pasta.
I was like half asleep.
It's fine. It was a bit tough, but that's Trader Joe's fault, not mine. But yeah, I've been trying my best. I like to like know what I'm eating, so that's been fun. I'm probably gonna go out tonight, but a little bit.
I wonder what I'm gonna get. Seriously.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of getting hungry. I'm excited.
I'm starving.
Do you guys ever like get really excited when you start to get hungry? Like I like can't wait to eat.
But then I also have this issue where I am like that, but then I begin to cook, and then my whole appetite goes out the window because either number one, I'm eating as I'm going.
I mean, yeah,
Or
I guess, like, I'm always hungry. Like, you always have these, like, super non-relatable things than me, because I always want to
like,
eat,
if
and you don't.
Sometimes I'm starving, and if I don't, like, strike while the iron's hot, like, it'll pass.
It will, yeah, but then, like, once I start eating,
Yeah.
it's, like, rediscovered.
I am hungry, so I gotta think of what I want.
Yeah.
Five Guys.
You still love Five Guys. You haven't had it in a while.
I honestly thought I was gonna go vegetarian again. I've really been considering it.
You've said that for, like, years.
But, like, because I don't even eat meat like that. The only time I eat meat is in, like, burgers.
I think it'd be too hard to go vegetarian right now because we get fed so much. Like, we don't really get to pick.
Yeah.
Half the time.
In season 2, like, sometimes because we finish games and we don't have to eat till later, like, we do order steak because it's like steak can still be like eaten like cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, it still holds its texture. Like,
when?
In the season after games. Yeah.
We get steak. We get pizza every single time.
Oh, I mean, like, when we like travel, as in like.
Oh, the night before.
Yeah, and like we get food late, like.
Because they try to fill us up.
Yeah. I'm considering it.
I mean, I'm sure Coach Hicks does it.
You know what?
She also doesn't play basketball. So.
Yeah. I learned a new term, polypescatarian.
I don't know what it means.
I hate to be wrong. If I'm wrong, then correct me. And I've just been fooled. But apparently it's only when you eat chicken and fish. I very much could do polypescatarian. Like white meat.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What's the benefit? Just not eating red meat. It's like.
Yeah, because remember also
you're low on iron. You definitely need.
Yeah, I have iron supplements. But remember I'd be spewing after red meat.
Twice. And now it's like your whole personality.
I don't have a tick bite. Thank you guys for worrying about me. But I have steak every so often. It's just if it's a really badly cooked steak, I will throw up, no doubt.
It's okay. It was the one time in Charlotte, and then what was the other time?
When my parents were here.
Who made? Oh, your dad made steak.
Yeah. But then I think my mom does it too, because we went over to my auntie's house for a barbecue when she had steak, and mom woke up and she was like, I feel sick. So maybe it's genetic.
This is a very low amount of. I think you need more trials. I think the sample size is too low. I'm
going polypescatarian as of June the 28th. Actually, June the 29th after my Five Guys.
Yeah, I was going to say, so you're not having Five Guys.
I am, and then 29th, I'm polypescatarian.
I don't think that's going to last. I don't see the benefit for you.
Okay, watch me.
Off. Okay, now you're going to do it just to prove me wrong, and I love that about you. Okay. Next, we have a Song of the Week, which is brought to you by Hokie House. Head down to Hokie House to listen to some great music and have some great food. Jukebox is on the second floor. Go play your Song of the Week or play our Song of the Week. I have good ones this week, so you go first, Georgia. I
go home and I'm refreshed. All this music comes to me. I've been loving, it goes like, nah, nah, nah. Her name's Peggy Goo or Go or something like that. It's spelled Peggy, but then G-O-U. Anyways, it's like a DJ song. It's just like good vibes, good summer. I love it. Sure. And then I've also been Kylie Minogue, Can't Get You Out of My Head, but it's a remix by the same girl, Peggy. My girl Peggy. That's my new favorite artist.
Peggy.
Shout out to Peggy.
Shout out. Yeah, I don't know either of those songs.
You probably have heard me play them in
I'm the sure, shower. Once again, if George is playing something, everyone in the house is listening to it. And that's okay. I'm sure it's the same for me, but it's whoever starts playing first and they kind of have authority.
We have speaker battles because she has like this little cute Bose.
It's loud.
It's cute, but I have this big JBL banger that has a microphone and I just be...
She sings really loud in the mic.
I don't sing. That is so not me.
She's actually really embarrassed to sing. She won't sing in front of me. No. Which is so sad.
I'm the
opposite.
It's really hidden talent, and I would just hate to like do it for free.
Yeah, whatever. No. She's embarrassed, and that's so strange because you'd think it'd be the other way around, but like, no, she won't sing, and I will belt at any time.
But then she won't talk to a stranger. I'll chew their ear off.
As if I have to talk to the strangers. I have to fix the food orders. I have to complain about things.
I don't care if my food is wrong.
No, but you would like it better the other way, but you just don't want to talk to the people. No. If we have to settle this. No. If we have to call someone to like fix something, like a maintenance or anything, who has to do it?
Well, they can't understand me. They're like, Georgia, spell your name. Amoore. Amoue. Georgia, Georgia. Where's the R?
If we're in public, anything. But
they just can't understand me when I like say stuff sometimes. They seriously can't.
No, I understand, but like I'll do it for you. Like I'm not scared to.
I hate being like an infliction. You know, I'd rather like if someone gives me a steak and it's medium instead of medium rare, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll just take.
I don't say things about that. I just say if they give me like Brussels sprout, I like Brussels sprouts. But if they give me Brussels sprouts and I want fries, I'm gonna say something, and that's fine. You don't think so?
Well, I just wouldn't. I would just suck it up. But that's just like I just hate being a.
But I would say something for her if you're like.
If I was like, yeah, I really want this change.
Yeah, I would do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't mind doing it. Okay, my songs of the week are I saw on TikTok. This is kind of embarrassing, but Ross Lynch's concert or whatever. I don't know if he's touring, whatever. But he has like a couple songs with the Driver Era. I don't even know what this means. I don't know if that's his group or whatever. But Malibu and Fantasy are really good by the Driver Era, Ross Lynch and Rocky. So look those up. And also The Brook and the Bluff is a really good band, and it's called Masks, but the live version is really good. So those are my 3 songs of the week. Okay, now for the fun part. So we've already been going for 30 minutes, but heck, let's just keep it going. When I was in Australia, I think we talked about this last time, I was keeping a list of things that I found weird about Australia because you know how Georgia always likes to dog on the US.
And I'll do it again.
Yeah, she will.
That's weird.
It's my turn.
Weird.
I think some things are weird from you. Okay. First thing, well, not even weird, but just like different.
Yeah.
This first thing is just different. Like they call like pubs and bars are called hotels, but they also have hotels that are called hotels. So it's so confusing. We'd be walking around Melbourne trying to find a place to eat, and we'd see hotel and we'd be like, oh, like we think it's food, but then no, it's an actual hotel. Or we'd like think something's a hotel, but then no, it's a restaurant. Like I don't understand how you keep it straight.
It's because, especially in like Victoria and stuff like that, where I'm from, like we had so many like miners. Like we're known for mining ages ago. So they would just have hotels and bars there for like the miners to go and stay and drink and like all that. But like it's just really turned into just pubs now.
Yeah. Well, that was so strange. I also just realized we've been recording this whole episode without the microphone that we have.
We have a microphone now? Oh, I
yes,
didn't know that.
Oh, well, next one. Something to look forward to.
The last time I heard about a microphone, it was squished.
Yeah, I know. There was a new one. I got a new one. Or we got a new one delivered. Oh, well, next time. Anyways, this is also a good thing about Australia, but they don't tip and they don't have tax added on. So, like, at a restaurant, if your food is like $14 on the menu, like you pay $14 instead of having $2.37 in tax and then tipping $4 or whatever. Like instead of it turning into $20, it's $14.
Which I was always. This is a good point though, because I came up to America, I was like, oh my god, the food is so cheap. But then by the time you tax and all of that, it's about the same price as Australia. So like in reality, some of
Australia's cheaper.
Yeah, some of the meals we were eating were way cheaper than what it is over here. Which when I first came over here, I was just so unaware. It just said like $10, and I was like, oh, $10, and then tax to me didn't add on because that's something you have to do.
Yeah,
but it's definitely cheaper at home,
especially for the quality. Like when we were in Cairns, going to like those fancy beach restaurants, whatever. Like if you get a $30 Australian meal, that's $20 US, and then there's no tip or tax, so you're paying $20 for a nice meal. You would not get that in the US. It'd be $20 on the menu maybe. But then it ended up being like 26 at least.
Not that they do it though, but like our alcohol is ridiculously expensive.
Expensive.
So like if you went to dinner and you wanted some drinks, like yes, it's gonna rack up.
Yeah, or just like I think we talked about this too, but buying alcohol at the store is ridiculously expensive. It's only like a 4-pack of seltzers for $30.
Mm.
What? Like you tax that so much, but not the other stuff is included. I don't know. It's included, but it's just so much.
I think it makes sense. Like, it definitely doesn't stop Australians from drinking. We obviously drink a lot, but to tax like something like that, that's smart.
I mean, that's what like cigarettes are taxed more here, but
I think they should.
Yeah. I can't imagine if that tax is to keep people from drinking more. I can't imagine how many people would drink if it was cheap.
I don't know if it's that. I think it's more so because our drinking age is 18. So for a lot of 18-year-olds, it's probably like an expense, or like underage people, it's like an expense to go in. It's definitely like trying to be a deterrent for sure.
Yeah. The next thing, the eggs are really big and like the yolks are really bright yellow and like really thick. Like it's not as like thin and runny. I don't know. They're just like more
natural
jelly. Sure.
Fresh.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure.
I had never seen like an orange yolk. And
no, y'all's were really bright and orange.
But like no, I meant like your sorry, got that wrong. Yellow. Like in here it's like very bright yellow. Like ours are very much orange and thick and good. It's good for like poaching and
Yeah.
Like dipping into like a runny egg.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I mean, it's good. I just think it's different. You're just going to like anything Australian more. I've never seen someone have more patriotism than this girl with Australia. Okay, the next thing that's very different from America to Australia is that we went shopping all downtown in Melbourne, and then we went to the footy game, and we just carried, like, I had shoe boxes with me, and we just carried them right into the footy game. Like, there's, like, no security or anything. Like, you don't have to, like, have a clear bag or anything like that, which is nice, and, you know, it's probably a bit safer there, so it doesn't, you know. But, I don't know, that was just so strange, because I've never done that in my life. Why are you making that face? You're just holding back? Okay. Oh, and then the guy at the mall was saying that me and Kayla looked American because we were wearing jeans, which I thought was very interesting. Because Georgia, you wear jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so quiet?
I think he was just trying to make conversation with you guys.
Oh.
Seriously, because he had no... You kept asking why, and all of his answers were just not... He wanted to make conversation with you guys.
Okay, well, I took that and ran with it. I thought it was interesting. Well, let me just do a couple more. Let's see. Oh, the sports teams wearing scarves. You talking about that?
Mm-hmm.
Or like wearing scarves?
I feel like we have talked about that in our
Did
last
we?
podcast.
Oh yeah, because you wanted a scarf.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's different. We don't have that as much. The sizes of their books are like huge, and I don't know why that is. Like we can buy paperbacks and like they're like yay big, but like their paperbacks are this big. So I hardly bought many books over there because that would take up so much room.
Yeah. And the pages are more or less. Kayla was trying to say something to the book person about how...
Well, they said America binded their books better.
Oh, yeah.
Which I can't attest to that, but... Oh, you guys' Target is terrible.
It is.
It's actually atrocious compared to ours. Like, I would never go there for fun. It was like...
It's awful.
It was like a rundown Kohl's. That's what it looked like. But, like, with no good stuff.
Yeah, there's no groceries or anything. There's just, like, clothes and... like occasional books and toys, but it's like not. It's definitely just a department store. It's not.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's not for fun.
I like in my 18 years living there, I just never went to Target for funsies.
Yeah.
To be honest, I actually never really went anywhere for funsies. Like in terms of like shopping, I feel like in America, I'm like, oh, I'm bored. Let's go to the mall. I didn't do that.
That's funny because when we were in Australia, we did that like every day.
Yeah, but that's a habit I've built in America.
Yeah, it's just something to do. Like I don't know, walk around. It's where you get steps in.
It definitely is, but I just
didn't.
I don't know if it's because I'm from Ballarat, like, and there's not many more. Like, there's not.
But you also just said you didn't shop as much, and now here, like, I feel like you shop a lot and you love to shop.
I didn't even. I think I placed like 2 online orders when I lived at home. I think I do 2 a month now.
I think you do more than that. Let's be honest. How many carts do you have full right now?
Just 1 for Greece.
Really? How many things are in it?
Because I'm also going through a dilemma now. You know, it's my senior year, and I've been packing up stuff to send back and sell, and I just realized how much I have, so I don't really need to buy anymore. Especially if I want to go and travel and do all that pro stuff, then I'm going to have to minimize my wardrobe.
Yeah, it is weird knowing that this is like my last summer for sure in Blacksburg, and like I don't know, every day is like my last this date in Blacksburg, and I have so much stuff here. Like I've built my life here basically.
But you live 2 out like borderline 3 hours.
I'm not comparing to you.
No, but I'm saying like you can buy stuff and ship it home. Like you have like a home base. My home base is like $1,500 away.
$1,500
in terms of shipping the boxes. For me to get over, it's bloody expensive.
It'd be more than that for all your stuff.
Not all. I'm just saying because I'm gonna obviously have to keep some to travel with, but
yeah, you have a lot of stuff.
I have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So altogether, I'm about $5,000 away from 10. I have a lot, and I'm gonna have to throw out my TV. My poor 50-inch free TV.
You're not throwing anything out. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Carly,
we have
Mackie,
the
Clara, Gabby. Cares.
You sound so American.
I'm not forgetting one.
Samaya. Okay, well.
You guys have to fight for my stuff. And I'm going to be the judge. It for you. I'm going to put you guys in a ring and with boxing gloves.
They would stand there like this.
They'd be like, this is not worth it.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you guys fight.
They won't. I don't think they will.
Oh, I'll make them.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's going in the bin, and I'll make them watch
Let's wrap this up.
I'll make them watch me set it on fire.
Okay. Can you say goodbye?
All right, we're done. I got fired up, and now I'm hungry.
This is how she gets when she's hungry. I can't control her. Yeah, this was all over the place. don't really know what just happened. I always black out during these podcasts too. We just ramble. I don't know.
Yep.
But okay. Until next time, we'll have something else to talk about. I don't know. I'm Liz.
I'm Georgia.
And we're
Queens of Cassell.